say for instance, Goff is signed, Penei Sewell's signed, Audubon St. Brown signed. What if they make a big trade in November? Somebody gets hurt and they have to get a cornerback. They get a cornerback from somebody, right? They make a big, or they get a tackle from a losing team, and they deal a second or first round pick, for God forbid, whatever. And they have to adjust this thing on the fly, and you have to push money back to another year. Well, this was from last year. According to Spot Track, the Rams were operating with $72.2 million in dead money. Remember, the Rams went out and got Von Miller the year they won the Super Bowl, Pickles? Remember that? Remember, the Rams got Jalen Ramsey, Fowler, Leonard Floyd, all these defensive guys, right? They got all these defensive guys. And they pushed this money and moved this guy's salary over here. They paid Cooper Kupp, which, by the way, they should have moved off of him because of Puka Nakua's emergence. But that's a different story. So the Rams, they pushed that money off, and that piled up, and they flushed it in 1 year. Well, that was last year in 2023. That's the second most in the NFL, but there was another team, the Tampa Bay Bucks in 2020, that won the Super Bowl. They had to get Antonio Brown, right? They got, what's his guy's name? Leonard, the running back there. God, I forgot his name. It doesn't make never mind. They got player after player after player. They signed Gronk, Leonard Floyd, I think. Yeah, right? The running back. Yeah, for Leonard Fournette, Pickles. Thank you. They got Leonard Fournette. They got Antonio Brown. Gronk come out of retirement. They signed him. They gave Brady $20-something million and gave him a lot of guaranteed money. So their dead cap last year, coming into last season, was even bigger than the Rams' dead cap, $74.3 million with Baker Mayfield as the quarterback. And you say, well, why did you bring up those two teams? Those two, I thought that Tampa was going to be picking number one overall. And I thought the Rams would have about 4 or 5 wins. Well, the Rams pushed Detroit in the playoffs there. Probably should have beat Detroit if it wasn't for a few non-calls to Puka Nakua, who got murdered across the middle, Detroit fans. And I like Detroit. I like Detroit. But they let it go. They let it go. And ultimately, the Lions end up going on and winning. And Baker Mayfield, of all teams, he leads Tampa to a division win. And what do you know? They end up beating the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they give that Detroit team all they can handle. All that on $74.3 million in dead cap money. So it's not the end of the world. Quite frankly, you look again, Stafford, he was still making over $30 million. They made it work. The Rams made it work. They won a Super Bowl. The Chiefs, 2 years in a row, they made it work. They have found a way to make it work here. They've won 2 straight Super Bowls.